I think you're really going to appreciate what we're getting ready to do. On June 29th, June 30th in New York, the World Pride Parade will celebrate Stonewall, our 50th anniversary community in America. It is very, very important. We have been doing this every week for about 4 months, celebrating a gay icon. Tonight, all of us universally agree we hit a bullseye. And we hit a bullseye, America, because this gay icon reminded us of how far we have come. Our gay icon on the road to Stonewall is Elizabeth Taylor. Watch this amazing edit.
I could never understand why they couldn't be afforded the same rights and protections as all of the rest of us. There is no gay agenda. It's a human agenda. All of us should be treated the same, and GLAAD knows that. Why shouldn't gay people be allowed to marry? Those against gay marriages say marriage should only be between a man and a woman. God, I of all people know that that doesn't always work.
America, why you're here tonight?
Why?
Why?
You mean you don't know already?
Tell us again.
I'm here to help fight AIDS.
Nobody was doing anything about it. And it made me so angry. And I thought, it's got to start with someone.
I'm doing the same thing that a lot of my friends are doing. They're talking about it and getting angry. So I started amfAR.
Each day in this world, 5,000 people become infected with HIV, the virus that causes AIDS. Don't become one of them.
Look at how many you are. In just 2 short weeks, there will be as many new infections as there are people here tonight.
When I went to the Senate, they held a hearing, and a lot of senators and congressmen turned up. I think some of them just wanted to see what Elizabeth Taylor looked like and how fat she was. Actually, I was skinny at the time.
I am not here in Washington to make people like me. I'm here to speak about a national scandal. Nowhere in this new urban plan have I heard talk of fighting the ravages of AIDS. I accept this award in honor of all the men, women, and children with AIDS who are waging incredibly valiant battles for their lives. I will remain here as rowdy and activist as I have to be, and God willing, for as long as I have to be.
I have put aside everything else, and I have dedicated my life to working for AIDS.
Protect yourselves, love yourselves, respect yourselves, because I will keep on telling you until you do, and I won't give in, and I won't give up, because the world needs you to live.
This has been such a great week for me. We talked about this at our host meeting, and all of us echoed and chimed in way. We hadn't thought about Elizabeth Taylor in years, and it was a fantastic remembrance of how much she did for the gay community. Remember, Elizabeth Taylor was the first to stand up for Rock Hudson. Rock Hudson, arguably one of the most important movie stars in the world, who contracts AIDS, and and I love him unconditionally. And that leads to an entire series of events, including the creation of one of the greatest AIDS educational organizations in the world. As we celebrate our road to Stonewall, every week all of our hosts do some research, and they focus in on some of the greatest accomplishments of our gay icon on the road to Stonewall, and then tell you something highly personal about a quotation that they have said. Tonight is no different. I am exceptionally proud of tonight's presentation of the road to Stonewall, and you're getting ready to find out why. Let's begin our celebration of Elizabeth Taylor, and let's begin with power.
Well, Al, like you said, Elizabeth Taylor was one of the first celebrities to take part in HIV/AIDS activism. She co-founded the American Foundation for AIDS Research in 1985 and the Elizabeth Taylor Foundation in 1991. My favorite quote from her: "These have always brought me luck."
I love that. White diamonds?
White diamonds.
Reminds me? Oh, that's lovely.
Look it up.
She would be so proud at this moment. All right? Aaron?
So Elizabeth Taylor's public image was carefully crafted and controlled as being different from ordinary people. And among other unique traits of hers, she was actually born with a genetic mutation that gave her purple eyes and a double set of eyelashes. Being different was her brand, and it landed her countless awards and 7 husbands. Elizabeth Taylor said, "I don't have a short temper. I just have a quick reaction to bullshit."
Which is something we embrace a lot here at It's Happening Out.
Yes.
Josie.
The Elizabeth Taylor Foundation donated and actually awarded $25,000 to the Los Angeles LGBT Community Center, and that money went to a project that they had going on called the Trans Lounge. Again, very vibrant in the community. Elizabeth Taylor said, "You just do it. You force yourself to put one foot in front of the other, and God damn it, you refuse to let it get to you. You fight, you cry, you curse, then you go about the business of living." That's how I've done it. There's no other way.
Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Carlos.
Well, I love that Taylor's relationship with the gay community provided a new model for the gay icon, because we were used to Judy Garland and her, the empathy that we had for her and her tragedy and all of that stuff. But she actually she rolled up her sleeves and she got busy. And what she did is that she opened the road for a plethora of other people. Yeah, I know that word. Madonna, Kylie Minogue, and even Lady Gaga. So I love that about her, that she opened the door for other people to like show up and show up for real. And my favorite quote is, "Pour yourself a drink, put on some lipstick, and pull yourself together."
Yeah. Which we've done tonight, by the way. We've done
Exactly.
tonight.
Very
Joe?
true, very true. So in the past, if you've watched any of the shows, Whitman Walker in Washington, D.C. has a special place in my heart, because I'm actually alive because they were there when I was diagnosed. And in 1990, Whitman Walker began in 1973, but in 1990 they were a reciprocant of an amfAR award from Elizabeth Taylor, and with $142,000 in 1990, they opened the Elizabeth Taylor Medical Center, in which they expanded their services to HIV/AIDS victims, to counseling, to legal aid, as well as dentistry. It was a holistic approach to caring for gay men and lesbians in the community, so that there was a safe place to go and to be housed. They had housing for HIV and AIDS victims as well. So she had a tremendous impact in Washington, D.C., and it is a cornerstone on 14th Street in Washington, D.C. to this day as it's being redeveloped. The Elizabeth Taylor Medical Center is continuing.
Oh, fabulous.
Yes.
Amazing.
That's fabulous.
It is continuing to stay. And you'll see the new Whitman Walker Center, and Elizabeth Taylor Medical Center is the cornerstone of the new Whitman Walker Clinic there.
Nice.
She said, "It's bad enough that people are dying of AIDS, but no one should die of ignorance." And
No
so
one.
much of what she did was to make sure that the world was educated on AIDS and HIV. And Elizabeth, thank you. I owe you my life.
That's beautiful. America, we're very proud of our road to Stonewall at It's Happening Out. We're talking to young gay men and women right now. On June 30th, we're going to celebrate 50 years of a fight and a struggle. And you're going to decide, is what we have been through important to you? And we have celebrated this segment of the Road to Stonewall and talked about many different kinds of icons because we, of course, at this table believe the struggle has been valuable. But what's really important to you is, do you believe it?
Yes.
Between now and June 30th, in that march in New York City, you will decide, is the Road to Stonewall worthwhile? And we hold Elizabeth Taylor up to you. Young, gay America, if you don't know about Elizabeth Taylor, Google her. Your heart will be full of love when you finish, because she spoke for you long before anyone else would. And that is why she is a gay icon on our road to Stonewall tonight.
Amen.
Thanks so much for watching us. If you like what you saw, please subscribe to our channel and follow us on Facebook.